Hello, and welcome back to Southpaw Plays, a video game of my preferences. I'm playing a little something different this time. I'm doing Nights into Dreams for the Sega Saturn. The first thing I'm going to do is make a new file, because I don't want to overwrite my other one. Generally speaking, I'll just use Southpaw as my name. Simplest thing I can think of, but it does fit all characters. Yeah, interesting game Nights is. It's actually one of the first Sega Saturn games I got for it. I think the first one was Tomb Raider. Yeah, when I got the Sega Saturn over a disc replay, I got Tomb Raider with it for like $2. I had to order this one off Amazon as well as Skull Monkeys for PlayStation, if I remember correctly. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and start this out at Splash Gardens. Shit! Alright, now the actual game begins right now. That's right, you control as a nightmare known as Knights. The name of the game is to collect idiot and make sure that you get those back, because those are actually your imagination. In order to do so, you have to get these blue orbs and put them in the containers right over there. I'm not quite sure what those are called, though. Yeah. So basically, it's just simply flying around collecting blue orbs, getting as much points as you can, and going through loops. And as you're noticing right now, I can do a circular motion, collect everything within the circle itself. This can't be height speed, but since I'm kind of at this game, it's not really. But I try and do my best regardless. So once you get about roughly 20 blue orbs, you can break the container that's having one of the idiots. There's 4, by the way. And then from then you can go back to the gate where you started and get your rank. I don't think I can get anything higher than a B. I don't know. I'm sure all 3 professional players of you out there watching this are just screaming agony at me for how bad I am in this game. Oh, well, that doesn't matter that much. It all matters about having fun, right? Oh. That's right, Neckbeard's not here. Anyways, we're already at the second container. Also, yeah, you can do that to enemies. So basically, the way to get a better score is to go through loops consecutively. Get some stars and orbs all at the same time. It all depends on how well you can control the character. This level isn't very hard. Well, then again, it's the first level. What do you expect? You don't really expect any hardness out of it anyways. That, and I think, yeah, it gets a little tedious, but you go into new areas later in the levels. And we're almost done with the second one. We only need 2 more blue orbs. And maybe some points while we're at. I think the best way to get a higher rank is, yeah, take care of the gate, but then get as many orbs and whatnot as you can within the time span that you have. And of course, you get a bonus time every time you clear one of those gates, which actually is pretty nice. Yeah, that's probably the worst I'm gonna get. Yeah, I'm not even sure if you can get the blue orbs over there in the background. I think you have to wait until like the 4th time you go around. Excuse me. Yeah, but honestly, this is just it as far as level design. Well, at least in this level. Later on, you'll be into new gimmicks, like you'll be able to transform to a rocket or a mermaid or anything, go into new areas. I also believe that when you get certain elements, like you defeat enemies and whatnot, you get a multiplier as well. And overhead. I don't really like the overhead part. Oh, I do like this part. When you go through a blue and yellow looking thing, you can do some tricks in the air, do some loops, and you get like bonus points for it. And a multiplier as well. Oh, wait, go back. Okay, there we go. I think that's an extra... No, there are no lives in this game. It's all a matter of finishing on time. I think if you don't do it by the end of the counter, that you automatically transform back into the human boy. You have to walk all the way back to the entrance gate where you first got Knights. That way you can go back into Knights. It's not that big of a deal, though. I mean, you can restart, but hey, you're not going to get the best score ever. And honestly, you don't have to get the best score in order to beat the game, but it'd be kind of nice, wouldn't it? Yeah, the 4th one was is a bit tedious. Oh, speaking of transformations, here's one of them. I have to go down, and now... No, it's not here. Not here, I believe it's the next part. Yes! It's kind of difficult to control in this area. But once you go through it like once or twice, because I don't think you're gonna get 20 orbs in one shot. Did I in this part? Yeah, I did actually, but yeah, it takes a couple playthroughs in order to control very well at that part. And I should probably go back to the gate after I get some orbs. A lot of orbs. Yeah, the most you need to clear one of those is 20. And we're going through this section one more time just to get an extra bonus, make our score a little bit nicer. Yeah, but like I said, it takes a little bit of control in order to get this place done right. But hey, it's a great way to rack up your points. Am I right? Oh, I keep forgetting he's not here. Well, level 1's done. Now we're moving on to the boss after I get a C. I'm not really good at this game. Yeah, another thing I like about this game are the boss designs and just the boss fights in general. Yeah, it's just grabbing them and then throwing them into the gates, but, well, at least for this boss. I think the second one, it's a bit different. Yeah, it's a bit different, but this is probably my favorite part of the game. Also, I do like the soundtrack of this game, just in general. Okay, yeah, taking me a couple tries here. 3 tries. There we go, 3rd time's the charm. There should be just one more gate, and I win. And that's level 1. Yeah, you can continuously fly, but if you stop right about here, he does that. Whee! And then the level itself will finish for you. That way you can get a final rank. Which you gotta see. Oh well, C is average, I guess I can run with that. Well, that's already first level, and we're like, what? About 7.5 minutes in it right now? Yeah. Well, I beat Sonic's level. Well, score. Helpful hints! Not really. And then for some reason, when you're done with the level, it kicks you back to the title screen. Which, in all honesty, does make it a little bit easier for transitions. As far as editing. So, I guess I can't complain that much. Alright, time for Elliot's second level, if I can scroll through it, yeah. Oops. I accidentally backed out. My bad. Okay, let's try this again. Alright. Level 2, it's Snow World, I think. Oh, Frozen Bell. It's Frozen Bell. Shit! Once again, our idiot has been stolen, and we do the same thing. And it's Frozen Bell. It's just Frozen Bell. I think the first area of this is relatively short, so it shouldn't be that much exploration. See, I'm already looped around. I've only been in this area for like 10 seconds. Then yeah, I think that's the case for all the levels. Flying through hoops, getting orbs, and flying through more hoops. I'm seriously off by 2. They could have given you more at the start, but that's okay. I should have enough now. Oops, and orbs. And that's it for the first one. I just go back to the gate after I get some orbs. Okay, there we go. And I got a C. I'm average. Have fun. I feel less than average, though. Oh yeah, in this section. I remember this section. I don't know. I'm sure it takes a little bit of practice to be actually good at this game, but I haven't played this nowhere near as have any Sonic games. Shit. Flying through oops, doing tricks. Wee. Yeah, honestly, the levels don't take very long. It takes you like, what, 5-6 minutes? Even if you don't really play this game as much, it only takes you about 5-6 minutes. There's the bosses that will give you a hard time. Because, I mean, the level design's simple as it is. The bosses take a little bit harder. as you'll probably see later on. I think the third, no, I think that, yeah, the third boss is Riala, which, consequently enough, is my favorite character in the series. Except for when they gave him a voice in Journey into Dreams. And a mask. The mask looks gay. Did anyone legitimately enjoy Journey into Dreams? I mean, it was okay, but they could have done so much better. I think they're talking about doing a sequel at some point. Well, a sequel to a sequel. What would you call that? Oh yeah, he's not here. Anyways, I hope they fix it. Oh, it'd be very nice if they put it on the Wii U. That way, if you tilt the controller and whatnot and didn't do like a little touchpad controls, that'd actually be kind of nice. Then again, I'm sure you can use the standard Wiimote and whatnot, and the gamepad too. Yeah, that'd actually be kind of nice. Okay, now I kind of hope they do a sequel. I just hope they keep the voices out this time, because that's kind of what ruined it. Yeah, they made Knight seem like a woman and Rael seem like a man, when actually the Nightmarians are actually genderless. Don't know if any of you knew that. Yeah, they are officially genderless, but I don't know. I kind of see Knights as a female and Rael as a male. Just because the actual voices in this game. Though the voices in Journey into Dreams kind of tipped it off too. Oh, did I say tip it off? No, they made it obvious. But yeah, I mean, if you listen to Soundbit when you get hit, which I haven't gotten hit, by the way, at least not yet, you can kind of get a hint of a female voice in it, well, at least in Knights. And then, yeah, as I said, I think the third boss is Riala, at least in Elliot's story. And I haven't really touched the other character's story that much. Yeah. Before this playthrough, I honestly haven't played this that much, only on my spare time sometimes. Then again, it's not really my go-to Saturn game, but it is one of my favorites. One of my favorites would have to be Virtua Fighter 2, honestly. And admittedly, Sonic 3D Blast on a Saturn is kind of fun. I do kind of prefer that version over the Genesis. I don't know, what do you think? Oh, that's right, he's not here. Anywho, I think we're just about done in this level too after I go snowboarding a little. No, this isn't snowboarding. Funny, I would have thought in a Sonic Team game this would be snowboarding. No, it's more like, oh, what's the term for it? What's the term for it? I don't know. Orbs. Done. Whee! Okay, just gotta go back after I get more orbs. Rings. Oh god, rings. I'm starting to get bad Superman 64 flashbacks. Oh man, I have to play that one time, even if it's for a one-off. Anyways, time for the second boss fight after I get an average of C. I'm not gonna get any higher than C, am I? Anyways, yes, this boss. This one's a bit different. Either you have to fly through the mouses, or else you have to go like under them to break them off. And when he eventually runs out, you can actually grab onto him and beat him, which I'm gonna do here in a few seconds. I know. I never really had any trouble with the first two bosses, just later on. Okay, not even the first three bosses. Almost done. He's just out of platforms. And when he's out of platforms, he's all mine. Just like right now. Boom! Seriously, it only takes one hit. Oh, well, that's okay. It makes it a little bit easier. And then all I can do is float around until the level itself ends. And we'll see how well I did in this level, too. And I'm really going for a C. A C. Well, at least I beat Miles. Miles? What's wrong with Tails? Wait. How did Oh. How did Knuckles score higher than Tails? Whatever. Okay, I will see you guys next time for part 2 of NiGHTS into Dreams.